it's a bug with the mod. They respawn and blow up, yeah.
My rifle's put away.
I'm innocent.
Away from the assholes. Let's go over here.
Bet you a spy.
Not.
Nope.
Oh,
Right.
really?
That's what the ammo barricade is for.
Yeah, I'm the only one with ammo right now, so why do you have to yours me?
Okay. Glad to finally see the mob back.
You guys pick out fire teams and have them follow the fire team lead in for brief once we're ready. Not yet. Just to be a nice line.
Probably not. Charlie. I don't think so. Probably not. Extra here. I have a senpai. You're not Charlie. You're Bravo. No, they just told me. Oops. All right. Where else is it? Like a sec. Section R1, Bean Stewart 2 is complimentary since we're gonna have
Man, you want me coming down?
Dorf, are you ready?
No, hell no, dude. Not even close.
We're gonna wait a couple minutes.
Hey, Alpha.
No.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another Saturday Wednesday Squad Ops event. It is Operation Violent Valentine, and I am your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and we're in for an exciting one. It's an attack defense operation, as you saw from the map earlier. The Russians will be attacking the Paymuru neighborhood, and the what did he call them? The Proletarian Revolutionary Militia will be defending the neighborhood. But before I go into more detail about what exactly is going on in the operation, let's go ahead and go over who's in charge of the platoons, who will be leading command-wise. So for the Russian team, we have platoon lead Revy, his second time platoon leading. He's got his Shadow Londarts, and still trying to find his bearings as far as commanding. But the last time he commanded, I think he won one, lost one. He's pretty solid, and his plans are pretty good. We're gonna hear his platoon brief, and I'm hoping to see some good stuff out of him. For his squad leads, we've got Dorf, Uzi, Alpha Guido, and Phoenix. For the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia, we've got platoon lead Expit, with his squad leads Axe Gaming, Sebi V, Lex Ryan, and Clay J. So as far as command goes, I lean towards Expit just because he has dozens more operations under his belt than Revy in the command role. But Revy, the new guys, they bring fresh blood in here. They've got new ideas, new tactics, and different things they want to try, and just different styles of leadership. And you know, it could throw off Expert, who could be used to playing against another style or whatnot. We'll see how the match goes on. As far as squad leads go, pretty even as well. Standouts on the side, they got Axe, Lex Ryan, has a really good shot. They got Dwarf, Phoenix, yeah, pretty consistent on all sides. So it's really going to come down to the command and the positions that they put their platoon in. Like we're gathering up for the platoon brief. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick overview of the brief so that way you understand what Revy is going to be going over. The Russian forces got word that the militia massacred, like literally massacred the Paymuru neighborhood. And they are now storing weapons in there. Russian forces cannot have this kind of just violence in their city, and they are sent in to deal with this this militia force, this revolutionary force. And yeah, that's basically what the Russians and the revolutionary force are doing. Let me go ahead and bring up the map. So the village is marked with a dotted line in the center. The Russians, this isn't an adaptation. We have the mod back. I'll go over the mod later. But it's a little. It says militia activity, but it should say Russian activity, and then on the center, the militia will be in the center. And that's basically it. The Russians are attacking the neighborhood. The militia are defending the neighborhood. And there's a plethora of choices they get as far as kits go. So many so that I cannot name them all. But well, each is so different. I don't want to overwhelm you with all the assets that are potential. I'll just go over the assets that they will get. But they can choose between, or Russian loadouts, they can choose between flowers, candy, or diamonds. They have chosen diamonds, which means they get 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic per squad. They also get 2 BTR-80s, 1 trans truck. That's the main thing with diamonds, is it makes it a mechanized option. Let's go ahead and listen in on Revy's plan.
Committing some heinous acts in the Paymuru neighborhood. We heard that they wiped out a bunch of civilians there in the middle of the night so they could set up a weapons cache. We're going to go in there, eliminate radio communications equipment, and kill them all. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. For assets, we have 2x TR1 transport. We're going to load up, and we're going to go north. We're going to be crossing the bridge in Gulf 2-8. We're going to go really nice and slow across that bridge. Nobody's going to fall into the river or you're banned from squad ops forever. JK. And then we're going to proceed to the intersection marked in Charlie 3-6. From there, the platoon rally point, we're going to dismount. Alpha Guido, he's going to take his guys to the east, and he's going to move. We're all moving to gas station. We need to secure a foothold in gas station. So Alpha Guido, he's going to move east. He's going to move through the river, something like that. Get in on the east side of gas station. Dorf squad, he's in charge of the 2x BTRs. He's going to be moving them down the road and trying to get set up on the other side of the bridge. Phoenix, you'll be covering the BTR and moving through the field just a little bit west of Dorf. And Uzi's squad is going to be walking through this river bend. If the field's too open, we'll have most of Phoenix's guys go into the riverbank as well. I do suspect that there's going to be enemy contacts at gas station. It's some key terrain. I suspect they're going to put people either in that compound, Charlie 576, or the compound in Charlie 566. We are going to overwhelm them with our whole platoon, and we will establish a foothold at gas station. From there, the BTRs will set up overwatch positions marked in Charlie 562 and on the bridge in Charlie 551. They're going to be providing overwatch support, overwatch and suppressive fire support onto the Paymuru neighborhood, and cutting the railway that runs east to west in half. Now, if they have any guys on the north, they're not going to be able to cross. Alpha Guido, he's going to stage somewhere north. He's going to make a bunch of noise. If he can get in, we'll try and make a push from the north, but that's a secondary objective. If things are too hot, he's going to link back up with the rest of the platoon, and the rest of the platoon is going to push in from the west. So, Uzi squad, they're going to be moving south, screening any contacts that might be south of the BTR. He's going to be going through the refinery and getting into the village from the southwest. Phoenix is going to be moving under friendly fire. We're going to be shooting overhead, providing suppressive fire. He's going to get onto the walls in the fields, and we're going to get into the village. Once we're in the village, if you know that there's contacts in the building, throw smoke in front of their windows.
We're running it a little bit short tonight. based on
1 sec.
people having a lot of issues. So I'm gonna go
Sorry,
ahead and
gentlemen.
call live time at starting rep.
All right. Once we're in the village, throw smokes in front of their windows. Run up to the house, throw a frag in it. Once it's clear, the BTRs are going to roll up slowly. There's going to be a lot of mines. Check for mines. We don't want to lose those valuable assets. They're going to roll up. They're going to start unloading any ammo that they have left into the houses and trying to wall bang any enemies hiding inside them. Use your assets before running into a building. Is there any questions about the plan?
Kill.
See your work. Okay, squad leads, break them out. Let's get set for live.
Hey, rifleman should be taking rifleman kit, not ammo bearer, right?
That's it, we're live.
Alright, 1s and 2s shifting south.
Oh, did I screw something up? Alright, sorry. This is Apex.
Hey, look.
I joined a little late because I ended up in
Alright, so it should be a relatively simple plan. A northern push. He's already got his phase 1 is staging, phase 2 get the foothold, phase 3 assault. And it's going to be mostly from the north. Should be, we'll check out the terrain. I like the idea. He's really going to focus on his BTRs using that powerful asset that the diamond loadout, excuse me, that the diamond loadout offers. Just to sort of give you an idea of what the other kits have. I really can't. They're so varied. But the flowers kits give you a lot more RPGs and breachers. The candy kit gives you a lot more. The candy kit allows you to use mortars, and then the diamond kit makes you mechanized with the BTRs. They vary pretty significantly. Like the flowers kit gives you almost 9 extra kits for infantry. The candy kit gives you 4 extra kits for infantry plus the mortars and stuff, and then the diamond they just give you the 2 BTRs. Let's go over militia kits very quickly. Militia loadouts, much easier. Per squad, 1 squad lead, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic. Then they can choose between Cupid's Arrow or Broken Heart. Cupid's Arrow allows them to have 2 scouts, 4 lats, and 2 heavy anti-tank kits for the platoon army, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit. Broken Heart allows them to have 3 engineers, 4 lats, 2 ammo bearers, and 2 medium machine guns. Now the ammo bearer, for those of you who don't know, we have a squad ops mod just to sort of give some quality of life changes to you know, the maps, like time limits and, you know, getting rid of main protections and things like that. And they've also added kits. The ammo bearer kit is essentially a rifleman. That's basically it. They're a rifleman with an ammo bag. We've taken the ammo bag away from the regular rifleman. It sort of allows us to dictate how much ammo a platoon is getting rather than every single rifleman having an ammo bag. And it's just a little bit different. The engineers is essentially, new live is 7:33, live in about 2 minutes. So the engineer is essentially a walking fob. I believe they've got something like 5 sandbags, 5 barbed wire, or 10 sandbags and 10 barbed wire, or something like that, and then they can rearm for cheap. And then yeah, medium machine guns for land anti-tank kits and things like that, scouts, all normal things.
He needs me so he can
Yep, let me make sure I've gone over everything as far as the op is concerned. Oh, so for those of you who see the red squares, if they had chosen the flower kit or the flower loadout, they would have been able to spawn anywhere in those. But since they did not choose the flower loadout, the Russians will be starting at Maine, right here on, well, that's U.S. Maine, right here on the east. Mostly going to, the start is mostly going to be just driving, because they're going to want to go far northwest. They're going to end up here.
Yeah, must be.
Getting waited, yep. Live in about a minute. Everybody's loaded up, ready to go. I like the new covered Logi.
We played this last year. We played this last year and crashed halfway through the first round.
Oh yeah, my God, I'm gonna hear it again.
It was a pain in the ass. I was in a
Thanks for bringing it up.
squad with that one. We had just lined up on like a full fucking squad, and like right as everyone was about to
So
fire.
this op is, they're talking about last year's op. This op is a year old. This was created January, it's on the bottom, January 16th, 2018. It was updated today, or no, it was updated yesterday for the mod and V12. So that's really the only thing we do with our old ops is we continuously update them and try and keep the mission fresh for everybody. Live in about 15 seconds. So it's attack defense op. Generally that means it is defender sighted, but we will go check out the defender's area, and I do believe that it's going to be a little more attacker sighted with these BTRs, because most of the buildings in the neighborhood, the Pemiru neighborhood, are wooden. So it's very, I mean, bullet pen is a thing, so these BTRs are just going to be able to light up and stuff. Another change with the mod, they've lowered the zoom on the BTRs to 1.5 times, or the similar to the NSVT MTLB. That same similar zoom, I believe it's like 1.5, maybe 2 times tops. It's not the same crazy zoom that the normal BTR usually gets. They've also tweaked damages. Now it's much more reasonable for a LAT to hurt a BTR from the front and almost kill it from behind. I think it takes like 2 shots from behind now, 4 shots to the front or something. It's a lot more reasonable than it just bouncing shots over and over again, which I'm okay with in Vanilla Squad because you can rearm and you can respawn, so it's a lot easier to deal with these assets. But as far as, you know, our one life events, we can't have an invincible killing machine going around destroying, because that just makes it not fun for the people on the ground. So we tweaked it a little bit, made them a little bit weaker, but they still should be a very powerful asset. It's not like they can't take RPG shots to the front, but they're just a little more susceptible to them, and that just means they need to be ingrained with the infantry a little more, and if they are going out on a flank, they need to be really far back, which I don't think. With the changes in the mod, I really think that they're more of an infantry fighting vehicle, infantry support vehicle, than anything now. Like, they have to be with infantry. They have to have infantry on their flanks for them to remain safe and for them to remain effective.
Why are you breaking?
Bridge is right here. Don't want to flip it.
Ah, fair enough.
Do
it. To see if you're awake. I didn't see it.
I know what I'm doing.
How you doing? How's it going, Clayton? How's it going, Joel? Oh, and Red hopped in to say good night. So good night, Red. You in the VOD. Yeah. Anybody else say anything?
Recalculating.
Oh boy. You are now in a river. Please call your local Coast Guard authority. Stop.
Driving. Oh, we went really far north. I didn't realize. I thought they were going to cut in here and go this way, but no, they're going to go as north as they can. Make sure they are not heard. And that means they're just going to be driving a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and check out the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia. Proletarian Revolutionary Militia. I don't know. There's dead bodies here, I guess. Yeah, they're just driving. Is he dead? Are they dead? How did they die? They respawned. Whoops. Okay, so look at the neighborhood that the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia have decided to take up and start storing ammunition and weapons at. Supposedly there are weapons and stuff in the area. This will be acting as the fob that the Russians have to assault and take. A lot of wooden buildings, a lot of buildings, to be fair, a lot of buildings for them to hold up in, but a lot of wooden buildings. They're really going to need sandbags on the inside if they want to remain safe, and they really can't be peeking windows and whatnot, or risk just getting mowed down. Very wide defense from the militia so far. We've got a squad on the east. We've got Red 4 on the east, Red 1 and 2 holding point proper, Red 3 holding the gas station area with command. So command is hardened up. He's decided this is a main point of contention here, and he's gonna have guys hardened up in this building. I'd like to see them spread out here. Like, why not have a couple guys over here in this building? Is it possible? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I guess it's not. This isn't a good building to look north from. Yeah, I guess so. So this is probably the best building to look north from. Here, it won't be too bad, but as soon as they get shot, they've got to start falling back. Let's go check out the rest of their fire team here. Red 3's fire team on the northwest. I really like this spot here. Chaplain Bushy Church. Looking north, they're going to have a nice sight line to anybody coming in from the north. The fog is new, added from the mod, so it just sort of limits sight lines, and it's not going to allow people to get like crazy snipes and whatnot. Hey, I'm just coming in. Have I missed anything? Mega Accept, you have not missed anything. The Russians are still driving. They've just dismounted, forming their platoon line west to east, moving south. And, yeah, they're getting ready to head to their next rally point, which is occupied by Red 3 in command. This is their next rally point where they're going to get their foothold and then push into the main objective here. Essentially, the Russians are assaulting the militia forces holed up at Perumuru neighborhood, and they've got to take out a fob. You're giving out a $1,000 gift certificate just before you arrive. Wow, I was giving out a $1,000 gift certificate. Can I just keep it?
Yeah, command building's clear right now to my
Nope.
east. We're gonna keep
The
going.
idea for the Russians are they're going to have a Blue 2 moving along the bank here to try and get into this area and move in from this direction, while Blue 1, 3, and Blue 1 and 3 mostly moving south using various bits of defilade to try and get as close as they can to gas station before finally moving up Blue 4's BTRs to sort of start laying down fire and then pushing across the river. I do not believe there's any infantry movement restrictions. Let me double check that, just so I'm not in the wrong.
I've said the first contact.
Vehicles must utilize bridges to cross waters. No other infantry restrictions. Avoid deep water. There is some deep water here. Militia forces. Vehicles must utilize bridges, which they don't have any vehicles. And militia may not move into the green area of the map after live. So any of this green area is off limits to the militia, which realistically that's fine. There's not, like, if you're pushing as far out as some of this green area, you're not going to be of any help to the team, so it's just fine. It just basically stops the militia from pulling off the point and doing a mass flank. Let's follow this movement in.
I want Phoenix and Uzi kind of coming in on the gas station first.
Trying to move through the field, so this is a good little bit of defilade / tree cover. I guess not really defilade, but some tree cover. Now they're gonna start moving through a field, and this is where it gets a little tricky for them. Like right here, Phoenix is at probably as close as he's gonna really get before coming up against some heavy resistance. They're gonna need to pull up these BTRs and start going to work. I don't think they're gonna be able to see much through the fog, especially with the reduced optics, but they might see something.
Shit.
Alright, BTRs are hold tight for the time being.
I like how they've embedded the BTRs with the infantry. There's infantry on both flanks. None here. That's fine. They've got infantry to crossfire into that area if necessary. So good BTR placement from Revy. Let's go ahead and check out.
Copy that.
Second ND remote.
Uzi. Sit rep.
We're
So they were Zimbabwe money, so now the winners owe ops team money. Alright, they're gonna start moving. Uzi's Blue 3. Wow, Blue 3 got on the far west. I didn't even see these guys. This is great. I did not even catch this. Blue 3 is in a great position to flank, overwhelm this fire team, and really secure a foothold.
Actually, no. I want those contacts in Charlie 566 looking west. Once they start opening up on Uzi, Alpha Guido, you're gonna come in and snipe off the roof.
Yeah, but we don't have any eyes from this house. There.
Do you guys have eyes?
Do you think you can sneak in there?
No.
Eyes on position, but I don't see anything. It's too much fog.
Exactly. Possibly, but I had an ND reported to my southeast. I'm not sure if I got any elements to my east southeast. I'm a little nervous moving in there. I might get hit in the ass.
Right. Roger, just screen to the east then.
Let's start pushing up.
Hey, Revy,
do you want us pushing in? Do you want us pushing into the gas station?
Move with 1. 1 and 2 pushing in with 4.
Roger.
They're gonna overwhelm this. This is great movement. I wonder if Frisco Kid's gonna see one start opening fire, opening the door for Uzi to push. No, they're not. They're not. They don't see this. I have no idea. Actually, Chaplin knows. He has to know. This has to have been communicated. Oh no, this could go amazing or terribly for Phoenix's squad.
Northwest corner of warehouse right now.
Oh, this is tense. One goes down, two go down. King Sam Fish God, Psycho Sniper go down in initial contact. Grenades over the wall, and they will be set. Alex throws a grenade. Alex 5000 throws a grenade. He's going to take out Wayne Newton. No, doesn't. Alex goes down to a grenade. Max goes down to the grenade that Alex had thrown. So Alex 5000 goes down to a grenade. Frisco Kid is hurt. Going to start bleeding. The rest of Squad 3 pushes in, no problems. And they need to start looking towards Bushy Church and Frisco Kid deal with this contact.
Alright, I want my foothold, gentlemen.
Good push right here. Very solid push, but they need to be a little more aggressive in clearing out this area because there's still 3 red on the point near these guys. Very good assault so far. Frisco Kid is having a shootout with Wayne Newton, gets the better of Wayne Newton. Bushy Church goes down to Pipe Funk. Fight out, shootout between Duke and Chaplin. Russell the Jimmy's is going to come up behind Chaplin and take him out almost definitely. He doesn't see him. Russell the Jimmy's doesn't see him. Russell the Jimmy's goes down. Duke gets the return frag. Who's left here? Frisco Kid is the last red remaining from this fire team.
There's one in the corner. Anybody
So far, 3 kills for the Russians, 5 kills for the Proletarian Militia.
Next squad lead inside.
Okay, watch that squad, like grenade out.
I want you guys clearing the compound.
Ooh, hopefully that wasn't too far onto Uzi. Takes out Frisco Kid, almost takes out Uzi, and that clears out the contact. Good push, good push. They lost a lot of guys in that assault. They lost more guys in that assault than I think they wanted, but it was still it was an okay push. Pretty solid push. Let's check out Alpha Guido as they try and push in from the south. I don't know how or where they're going or where they're going to move to from this position. But we'll see. What are their options? What is red or blue 2's option from here? They can go west and then south, or they can go southeast. West and then south if they want to assault here. East and then south if they want to be Overwatch for the actual push. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with Ruby.
Let's try to find another place to put you.
We will secure this gas station, gentlemen.
Ruby. Telling these guys here, you will secure this. This is the foothold. This is where we're moving up to. We're a little far forward with this BTR for my likings. I'd like to see infantry a little close, but his position is not bad. It's just too close for it's well within lat range is what I mean to say. But he's got infantry on his flanks with Crystal and Boomer here. I'd like to see a little more infantry on his right flank, which is going to be Uzi once they push up. Is this the first round? This is the first round. Is it a pretty sweet firefight? That was a pretty sweet firefight, Joel. It was pretty solid assault. And generally, you do lose more people on the assault than on the defense. So only being 1 down after the initial assault is really good for these Russian forces.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be in the east.
We're still looking for contact, trying to get eyes on this building. I don't think they know this building is as saturated as it is.
Do you guys want us to secure
the fish. And that would be a good gaming handle. Try the fist or 70s punk band.
Keep clearing the gas station. Keep clearing the gas station. Sorry, I jumped.
I mean, 70s, 80s band names, and even 90s band names. Some band names can get pretty ridiculous, even today. So I wouldn't doubt it that that is already a band name.
Clear. We got contact south of gas station.
I like this positioning here by Senpai and
here, east of
Alt
the
crits?
BTR.
Alt crits.
I can't really see anything over here.
So, unfortunately, I can't see anything. I like the building, but it's not positionally great for them.
C534.
So they decided to move southeast rather than west to get eyes on this building. See if that's the right call. It's probably the call I would have made.
I might push my BTR east here in a second, towards 2.
Where the tanks at, Googler? There are no tanks in this operation. We do have 2 BTRs.
Command 1 is...
One here and the other. Soviet Doge and Beef Baby. Now, when he said to get from the bridge and fire, I don't think he meant like on the bridge. Like, I think he was expecting somewhere back here, allowing them to pull off to a side and get into cover if necessary. Right here, if they take a shot, their options are to push through it and then swing right, or to reverse, which is incredibly slow. So we'll see if Soviet Doge and Beef Baby just wrote their deaths here. But for now, with the fog cover, I think they're going to be okay.
There's confirmed at least 1 AR in that Charlie 5 building.
They're shooting at something.
He's focused on us right now, though.
Roger, let's get in there while he's distracted.
They said confirmed at least 1 AR in this building. That's Luke here that's firing onto Alpha Guido's squad there. Look at him firing onto Liberal Pundit, Alpha Guido, and the Lord Shanka.
East side of that building. He's got me and my element pinned down right now. We can't move from here.
Let's see if we can get the BTR to take.
They're gonna pull the BTR up. I like this. I like this a lot, but it needs infantry with it. Right now, they're gonna get top-down shot from the BTR. Sled V goes down to the BTR. Let's see if this BTR can start cleaning up this building. They're essentially pinned down in this building now. Let's check out the exits. They got one on the front, one on the stairs. They're not making it out of there without Alpha Guido seeing them. And no back door. They're stuck. If Alpha Guido can watch these stairs, they are stuck.
That's what it looked like to me.
AR.
Okay.
The commentator stops volunteering his opinion as frequently as he does. The cast would improve in my simple. Well, Andrew, that's fine. That is your opinion, but I'm gonna commentate the way I commentate. I appreciate the feedback. We'll see what happens.
There's a guy in the 2-story.
Yeah, he might be dead, but obviously cleared anyways.
Infantry moving up to the flank of the BTR. It's a nice move by Blue 3. If they can push in aggressively here, this will seal the deal, cutting off command here. Command is in this building. If the militia can, if the Russians can deal with this, that's going to be a serious blow to the proletarian revolutionary militia forces.
Squad 2's full up.
Alright, let's jump this thing, guys.
3.
Cleared as buddies, go.
Thor, Zeke, Pipe Funk, Duke, they're all going to start pushing in. This is a fire team. See what happens. They're going to take some casualties here. Let's see, though. Which direction are they going to look? They've got 2 guys. They got Xpic and SevV watching the door. Duke does not die. He had 2 guns pointed at him, and he lives through that. That's lucky right there. Xpic's going to toss a grenade out the window. Is it far enough? Oh, no. Oh, not far enough. I thought it rolled out. HMNQL goes down to Xpit. Xpit is tagged, though. Is there a medic in here to help him?
They're held up in this building.
I don't know if there's a medic in there to heal him up.
Up the stairs. You want me to try?
I like this. I like this.
We need to throw nades in there.
Reloading.
What is the other BTR doing? The other BTR is just trying to hold that south flank. That's a good position for it, I think. We'll see if one. I believe one is going to push south here and then push east. I don't remember exactly what Ruffy's plan was. We'll see what happens with 2 here. 2 is lost, or not lost eyes, but they've moved their eyes from this stairway. Ooh, good grenade takes out Luke and Xpit. Who tossed that? Uzi?
Yeah, guys, come on. Don't be scared. Let's go as a buddy team.
Yeah,
You gotta be 2 together.
I'll go.
Let's go up here. Alright, they've got the first floor cleared. Continually putting down fire onto the second floor stairs, not allowing them to retake the position. Now SevV, Sunny, and Joe's Harry are in a tough spot. Command is down. Militia Forces command is down. putting a lot of pressure onto the second in command. Zeke's gonna go down to Sunny.
To the right.
Duke goes down to Sunny. Thor goes down to Sunny. Sevi V goes down to Uzi. Sunny just went off there, taking out 3 people, having to reload. Joe's Harry's gonna push Uzi's flank, and Uzi goes down. That was a great flank by Joe's Harry. They've really cleared out. Oh, and Pipe Punk goes down. Wow, that was just brutal push onto this building. 3 just gets destroyed. Only 1 remaining in the building, but they definitely did work. Sunny's squad right here, 9 kills. 9. Alright, update on kills: 9 for the Russians, 12 for the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia, 9 of those being from a single squad holding this point. Great hold here. Unfortunately, they've lost almost everybody in the squad, but they've done work, and they're gonna... I mean, they've done their job. Hopefully, information has been passed to the militia here in the village, and they know about the general position of Russian forces. Who's gonna start a push here?
I'm partially responsible for Squad 3 dying.
Is that all of Squad 3? Yeah. Yeah, Squad 3 is completely wiped after that push, 100%. Lots of action tonight, right, Joel? Line, 4th time's a charm, right? They just see that was just I want to say that's not aggressive enough, but even if they were as aggressive as I think they needed to be, I don't think it would have been enough, because it's a long hallway. If the way you're supposed to push in is you're supposed to push in and then move off to the side, and then have somebody push in right behind you, almost like right on your back, and then have like as many guns going forward as possible. But it's such a narrow hallway with some cover here and some cover here that it would have been, even if they had a perfect push, they would have still taken similar casualties. They might have been able to get Sunny and officially clear out the area, but I still think 3 wouldn't have taken as many casualties as they did now. Sunny is alive though. We'll see what happens here. They're gonna completely leave him, and BTRs are gonna push south. They're gonna try for a eastern push, actually a southwestern push moving east. 1 left in the building now for red team. Why did I see that excellent friendly fire? City of Memes, who? Was it red or blue? I probably missed it. It's probably in that chaos that was the push onto the village. Or, sorry, not village, gas station.
Alright, command, we're making our push now.
Copy. I want those BTRs kind of lock down that intersection north of Refinery.
You want me to back?
I don't like the way they're facing. Yeah. We're probably gonna get contacts from west northwest. Or east northeast.
Keep moving, guys. Keep moving northeast.
They got their asses wet.
So Phoenix is going to move through Refinery area and try and come in from the southwest. They're going to pull the BTRs back to this intersection here and start looking east and northeast. They've still got command here watching east. And
BTRs make noise on the west.
Squad 2 is actually making some movement here on the northeast. We'll go check that out before heading back to Refinery.
Let's get those BTR on the intersection. Let's get those coax guns fucking singing. We want
all right.
So we don't get us guys in.
There's a foothold.
You gotta call out. You're going for the other side.
They have a foothold onto. I guess foothold, even though it's pretty light, onto the actual neighborhood, and they're gonna start clearing from the northeast. What's the disposition of the militias in the actual town proper? Very hard on the east. They're really not going to make much progress here. There's almost 2 per building.
1 stake point. Keep pushing.
1 group here, 2, 1, 2.
No
almost 2 per building everywhere they are. So it's going to make it very difficult for them to push in. I think the southwest approach, which Squad 1 is moving, is going to be the best approach for them. We'll see what happens though. Stu takes shots. He's going to be able to bandage. Apprehends taking shots by Lord Chanka. This is a wooden building. They can 100% light this up. This is a wooden building, right?
Frag out in that building.
They're gonna try and toss a frag in this building? Alright, let me see a frag through this building. Almost. Nice! Warface didn't get out of the way in time. It worked out for him. Red should have this. Anyone else? Joel, yeah, what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to have this push? So far, 10 kills for the Russians, 13 for the militia. And the Russians have a really nice push going in on the northeast right now.
One is pushing north to the west side of the village.
That path that you're taking, exactly. BTR is getting lined up.
Waiting in. Stu goes down to apprehend. Lord Chonky gonna try and counter frag. Frag doesn't quite make it through the door. Apprehend's bleeding. No, another frag makes it through the door.
Sorry, bad radio.
Go off. Gonna go off? Is this not a toss frag? What is this? That's a frag grenade, right?
Liberal, do you have any frags?
I don't know what that was.
Yes, I do. Get a frag in that building.
I'm reloading.
Alright guys, we're on the village. Let's find that radio.
Want to see this frag go off, then we're gonna go watch Phoenix's push on the southwest. It's just not far enough. He's throwing it. He's trying to throw it low to make sure it gets through the doorway. It's not going through. Let's go check out southwest push from squad 1. They haven't quite made. Oh, they ran over a mine. Oh no! ETR ran over a mine. Unfortunate. Would that be platoon lead for squad 4? That is platoon, or not platoon lead. Squad lead for squad 4. That is. Now they're gonna be. They have to be very careful with this last BTR. Soviet Doge and Beak Baby. If they try, let's go check out the other mine placements, and then we'll go check out squad 2 again, because they're really not gonna. Oh, actually no. We got 9 NSA Spy and Phoenix in the thick of it as they push in. Hawk already goes down. Two down in that building. Bybee and Frost, only ones to remain. Phoenix, 9 NSA Spy, and Viper. Taking a lot of, throwing a lot of grenades and taking a lot of contact. So what happened to Hyper and Muff? Hyper and Muff, Hyper stepped down, and yeah, they both stepped down.
If you have a smoke, I need you to throw it at that building.
They were around for a long time. They contributed a lot to squad ops, and Hyper just felt it was
as far as
time to step down. He's still around. Like I played Apex with Hyper the other day. Still,
save your second.
Still very friendly, but. Just felt it was just time to step down.
Loading.
Yep, save the rest of them.
Phoenix be advised.
Non assist by Viper and oh no! I was about to say, did it go down again? It took a lat shot though, and that is gonna hurt it quite significantly. See, that was one lat shot. Look how much damage it did to it. Lats are much more deadly to these vehicles, and it's gonna take a little bit for them to understand that with this mod. BTRs are no longer invincible. It takes a lat shot to the front and goes down. Soviet Doge Beef Baby. And even this guy who was just happened to be near the BTR goes down in that crossfire. Unfortunate. Both BTRs down. That leaves him in quite the bind. Who took that shot? Where did that shot come from? That was Scrubbius Maximus here. Took those shots, and he's going to back off before Phoenix can see him. Great shot so far.
Alright, go prone. Viper,
Militia forces being very, very accurate, I guess. Their position has been pretty good. I like the move up here. The hold here was really solid. The push here, yeah, I mean they're just aiming really well. They're shooting really well, and their position has been on point. I don't think Xbit needed to be that far away from the point proper. I guess his reasoning for being over here was just to have an extra set of glass looking north, an extra set of binoculars looking north. But I don't know if it was necessary for another set of binoculars to be pushed north, because there just was no way for him to retreat once he got engaged. Red seems to be doing just fine without their command so far, though. Update on kills: 13 for Russians, 23 for the militia. So they're doing just fine without Xbit here. Revy down? Revy's still alive.
Just north of Quarry, like Delta
we still have
626.
smokes too. If anybody needs to move.
Smokes and frags.
Green Man, Boogeyman. Funny. Green Man, Boogeyman, they're working as a buddy team. Alpha Guido, Salt Crits working as another buddy team. Just trying to find another way in. They've cleared slowly.
You guys make your assault from the west-southwest.
Okay, two's going to hold their position. We'll go ahead and move on to somebody who is moving.
Assault is 3 people.
Wow, they really did lose a lot. So Let's see this. We had a squad wipe here. Half a squad wipe here, half a squad wipe here. That accounts for most of it. We've got 4, 3, 2 left. So 9
from that corner spy.
9 Russians left versus 18 or 19 militia. Viper taking shots by Bybee. Oh, there's more militia even out on the flank here. Yeah, there's a lot of militia out on that flank.
Viper, move east. Find a safe place to go east.
He's hit.
Viper taking shots by Bybee, and well, I think that was Frosty was taking those shots. And it still doesn't put him in a good position. More concealment than actual cover here. But the concealment seems to be working, but I don't know where he's going to maneuver to get out of this. I guess south and then get on the other side of this building. Really opens him up to Lex Ryan on the north, though. This is going to be an awkward position for Phoenix to push in from. Let this smoke develop, and we'll see what happens. Let's go check out Phoenix, or not Phoenix, Alpha Guido squad on the east. How does Blue recover from this? Do they regroup or continue their pushes on 2 separate flanks? Was it the 2 flanks that was a downfall? Was it them running over the mine that was a downfall? I do feel that running over the mine was an oversight that could have been prevented, because there were infantry ahead of them that should have spotted that mine, but I don't think they were actually looking for that mine. I think the fog is a great addition, brought everyone in close. I agree with you. That is an addition from the mod. They've really, we're trying to dictate range a lot with the fog, because you can adjust the intensity of it, and we're trying to really dictate the range that engagements are not, and it's not really for long range like infantry engagements. It's really dictating the range that the vehicles can engage from, because as you saw with some of our vanilla games, BTRs can be absolute monsters and just completely dominate an entire round. And now that the fog's a thing and they've lowered the zoom, you really have to be conscious about where you're facing and where you're positioning the BTRs. Revy taking shots from Karmakut in this round as a regular rifleman, I believe. Possibly even a fire team lead, but he's definitely not a squad lead or command. Taking it easy, and probably a fire team lead. Taking shots is a pistol. Karmakut's shooting Revy with a pistol. Squad is Karmakut in. Oh, he's an automatic rifleman. Got 3 kills already. Jesus. I'm just gonna watch this.
Native contact on the building. We just secured it. No sight on radio.
Revy in a firefight with Total War HQ. Total War HQ comes out the worst. Revy's gonna try and push. Hopefully he doesn't get greedy. Don't get thirsty, Revy. Alright, he takes out Total War. Karma's vaulting. Almost got caught mid-vault. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Karma's got to land his shots, and he does. That was a pistol kill from Karma, taking out command. Let's check out Phoenix's squad, then we'll go check out Alpha Guido squad. Phoenix's squad is wiped, looks like, in this building, leaving Alpha Guido squad all alone. 2 guys,
Command, you up?
All that remain. The last 2 Alpha Guido.
I think it's just us. Check map real quick while I cover the stairs. It might just be us 2 left. Is there anyone left?
No, it's just us.
Oh, fuck, man. Alright, fucking Alamo this shit. They're in the building now.
Axe Gaming
back off
pushes Alpha Guido. Alpha Guido takes him out.
I killed an SL. Alright, I'm still up.
Come and get us, fuckers!
Hey.
Yeah, we're laughing now, but once they decide to nade out.
Oh, yeah, we're dead.
They're gonna get forced to push here soon, because Blue is the aggressors here. Are the aggressors here? They have to push. They have to get this fob right here. Only, what is this? Only about 50 meters away, or excuse me, 100 meters away. But for them, it might as well be a kilometer away. With how many guys they're gonna have to go through, how many buildings they're gonna have to clear, and what they're gonna have to do to get to said
I got the left side,
Bob.
You get the right side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Damn, why isn't Karma streaming on his Twitch? Karma records the if he ever participates in the ops, he lets us stream them and then he records them. So you will see him. You'll probably see his POV on his YouTube channel if you want to see that, because he's gonna clip that.
Stoner lives inside of us. Shit.
Oh, fuck my asshole. That's the second one's gonna come through our fucking building.
Oh, yeah.
Cool to watch individual
and just pray to God, like,
players from their POV. We do have a multicam. We do have a way to do multicam streams.
Cool. Yeah,
I just need the commentators to do it. We are working on getting more commentators.
Exactly.
I actually got one guy set up to start practicing commentating or start commentating soon. Hopefully his schedule works out for him and he's going to be able to get a couple rounds in. So that way we can bring back the multicam stream. I am 100%. I know you guys really like seeing.
Fucking Rain Man, stop fucking choking on your goddamn blood.
I definitely agree. I know a lot of you guys love seeing the POVs, and I want to bring that to you.
But
it used to be we were averaging like 2 commentators and like 9 to 10
we're gonna go knives
POV
out,
cameras.
right? We're gonna go for a knife.
A
We're
lot
gonna
of
go
fun.
net charge.
Oh shit.
They're gonna give it another couple minutes. If no one pushes us, we're gonna bayonet charge. Actually, no, we'll just fucking push out the back. We're not gonna bayonet charge it.
Who's covering their doors? What's gonna happen here? So Storm's watching this back door. Who's watching the? Is there another door out of here? Is there another way out of here? There is. There's a back door here. This is the back door they're talking about. What's the front door? What's the front door in here? I guess this is the front door. Scrubbius Maximus is gonna push.
They're in.
Yeah, cover stairs.
Oh my god, if he gets set up here with his bipod.
What you say? I'm full of.
Please.
Oh, I am too.
Please, Scrubbius, just bipod on this window. That would be amazing. He's not going to.
This is our house, motherfuckers.
I don't know. I'm not sure the Russians are going to be able to take this one, Boogeyman. It'll be back in militia hands shortly.
Right welcome to MTV. This is my crib.
You want to roll a nade downstairs? Oh fuck, that's it. I got a bandage.
Alpha Guido taking shots by Scrubbius Maximus. Oh, Hero! Wow, nice angle by Hero. Oh my god, that was so good. He's just gonna light up that second floor. It's a wooden building. And Alpha Guido goes down, leaving Boogeyman alone. These two are hilarious, right, Joel?
What?
Boogeyman alone here. Scrubbius Maximus on the bottom floor.
Right,
Storm
boys,
is watching this other
guys?
door, and Hero. I don't know if he's gonna push Scrubbius. And
shit!
Oh. Oh, farts me.
And Scrubbius Maximus takes him out. I think that is all for the Russians. Let's double check this. They should be called. Yep, there it is. GG. So, where did the Russians falter? Why is there the discrepancy of 20 kills to 30? What? It's not that big. The Russians managed to get 20. The militia got 32. So they were up about a squad and some change. Where do you think they could have done better? Do you think it was a two-pronged attack that did it? Do you think it was the mines that did it? Or was it Squad 3 that went down trying to push the gas station that did it? There's a couple things that might have cascaded on each other, that didn't sort of help compound things. That first battle, Joel, you think it was Squad 3 pushing into I don't remember whose squad it was. Sunny was the last man up there. Those Sunny ending around here. Squad 3, 9 guys. Best Bonsai ever. That gas station attack really hurt. Yeah, they lost. Literally a full squad, a full 9-man squad went down in that gas station attack. The mine taking them out definitely hurt them. And from there, I think Phoenix did what he could on the southwest, and he got into the village. Same with Alpha Guido on the east. Here, let me go ahead and switch teams out, and I'll start circling things on the map. So, this gas station push here hurt them really bad. They were working with 3 squads pushing the main objective. Phoenix's squad coming in from the southwest, they got their foothold. They managed to get here, I believe. They got their foothold, but they just weren't able to push more from there. They just didn't have the guys, and they didn't have the vehicles because they lost both vehicles along this MSR here. Or I guess this would be an ASR, wouldn't it? But they lost along this road. They lost both BTRs along this road. and then Guido managed to push in from the north and clear almost all of these buildings out before being overwhelmed. So maybe it was the northern push they should have gone for. I don't know. I like the two-pronged approach, though. It really worked out for them, and it helped split up the militia. If they had those heavier assets and an additional squad, that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
Devastating if we push up to the train.
I didn't. Okay, I was making sure. I almost didn't. I didn't check before I created the squad to make sure everybody else had created theirs. You don't want to be first, or I can't be first commentator. You gotta have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or platoon army.
And
yeah, so we're gonna
swapping sides, the militia will play Russians will play militia, and we'll get set up for round 2. Losing those BTRs was a significant loss. That's right. Losing those BTRs was a very significant loss because that is the only thing they get with the diamond loadout that the Russians get.
2 MMGs.
Then let's see which kit they chose.
So every squad gets a lat and a breacher?
And a breacher. That's correct.
Okay.
Which loadout did y'all go for?
Flowers.
So they're going for flower loadout. Because I can't read out all of this, so it's just gonna overwhelm me because even the base kits are different for each loadout. So they went with flower this time, but before I go into details about their loadouts, let me tell you the basics of the op, and then I'll go over platoon leads. The basics of this op is a attack defense op. The Russians are assaulting a paramilitary force in the Perumuru neighborhood, which is right here. All of these buildings here. And the militia are holding said village. Attack defense. Let's go ahead and go over who is participating in this op command-wise. This operation, or for round 2, Russian forces are led by platoon lead Expit with his squad lead Sebi V, Axe Gamey 22, Lex Ryan, and Clay J. For the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia, we have platoon lead Revi with his squad leads Dwarf, Alpha Guido, Uzi, and Phoenix. So as far as platoon leads go, I lean towards Expit just because he has so many more ops under his belt. Revi, this is his second operation commanding. He's still got his Shadow Londarts, and he's coming into his own. He's still trying to find his style, how he likes to lead. Is he aggressive? Is he defensive? Is he more fluid with his plans? Is he more meticulous like Pony with his plans? Or is he fluid like Londarts with his plans and very reactive or proactive? You know, there's different styles and different ways to lead, and it should be a lot of fun to see him come into his own as a commander. And we've already seen, you know, 3 rounds with him, and he's done a great job so far. Here's how you stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. We use Restream. Yeah, Studio Memes got it. We use Restream. And we used to stream to Mixer too, but we weren't getting any views on Mixer, so we just don't bother streaming to Mixer either anymore. So that is who is leading platoon-wise. Let's go ahead and bring up the map, and we'll go over in detail what this operation is about. So this operation, the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia were there are rumors that the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia massacred an entire neighborhood last night, and they are now storing weapons in the buildings of those innocents that they killed. The Russian forces are tasked with moving in and taking out this militia force because they cannot have this kind of violence in the city. This needs to be dealt with ASAP, so the platoon is being sent in to deal with the militia forces. That is the gist of the situation. The Russians have a couple different things they can do to assault. They've got a couple different loadouts they can use to assault, as well as the militia. There's a little change with this. Used to be a Russian versus US map, and the situation was slightly different. The mission was the same, just as the lore, I guess, it was slightly different. But now that we've got the mod, we can do what was intended. So the Russians have chosen. What happened? Oh, I was like, what? Are we live? Something blew up, but that's something with the mod. I think Pony had the thing spawned a little too high, and it falls and flips at the start of every round because this had definitely blown up first round. That'll get taken care of, no problems. So as I was saying, the loadouts are different for every Russian option they choose. They can choose between flowers, candy, diamonds, and they've chosen flowers this time. And the loadouts are per squad 1 SL, 2 fire team leads, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic per squad. And then the platoon army, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 4 RPG-26s, 4 breachers, and 2 medium machine guns. They do not get a vehicle, and they do not get a fob. A general overview of the other two, I'm not going to go into exactly what they get, but the candy kit gets mortars, and the diamond kit gets BTRs, which we saw last time. So this time he's going for a heavy militia or heavy infantry option. He's going to utilize the RPG-26s to clear out buildings. He's got the breachers for those IEDs, and he's got those 2 medium machine guns to just light up entire buildings, as you saw Hero do last round with the I can't remember the gun. The M240, I think is what it's called. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. The saw. As you saw Hero do last round with the saw. And another perk, I guess, or another option or thing with the flower kit is they can start in any of those red squares surrounding the point. There is one at B643, D422, and F717. So they get 3 different options to choose from to spawn a little bit close, just because they're not going to have those vehicles, and it's starting at main and having to walk would just be, I mean, what is this? 3, 6, 9, 2 kilometers almost. As the crow flies, 2 kilometers almost, and they have to go like a roundabout way to get it. Oh, somebody wanted me to use that phrase, and they said they'd give me something. I don't remember. Somebody's like, you have to use that phrase as the crow flies. So Russian forces moving to their start position. What is that? The water looks weird. Russian forces moving to their starting positions. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the map. That's all we're gonna get from it. Oh, the green outline basically means the militia forces cannot move into the green after live. It's just sort of a safe zone, and realistically they're not going to be moving into that green area. It's just too far out to be of any use to the actual point proper, and yeah, there's real no point for them to be out. It's just to prevent them from going for some insane flank as the defenders.
Alright, just have everybody hang out by the lunchies right now.
They're gonna spawn at the southern point, which is F717 right here. Well, right here.
So everyone needs to talk to each other, work together. Don't slow.
Start.
Hopefully you've all had clearing tactics, alright?
YouTube lag slightly. Yeah, I believe that. Twitch, I like Twitch better in my opinion. But we get a good chunk of viewers from YouTube. Like, there's people who watch on both. People prefer others. M240. M240 is considered a medium machine gun. Uses 7.62. M249. That's the one. Yeah. The M240 is the one. That's the medium machine gun for the U.S. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The M249 is what Hero is using. The saw. I was close.
I'll try.
I was only 1 number off.
He's probably gonna blow himself up.
Hero and Seer, you guys...
Yeah, I would have.
I mean that means it was.
Let's go listen to command.
And be the next like north of there. They're going to be kind of fire support. You're going to be setting up here and here. You know,
already a different kind of push.
Use the fields, whatever cover you can get. The other 2 squads, I'm sorry, squad 3, you're going to move up this defilade that is just west here.
Yeah, you guys
mark it down.
We're gonna have to hold for a second because they're literally doing their brief for some reason down below where you guys need to go.
Okay. Anyways, Axe, you're gonna take your squad and you're gonna occupy the factory warehouses here. Okay.
10-4.
And then squad 4, you're the weapons team. You got 2 MMGs. What I want your guys to do is once squad 1 and 2 clear those apartment buildings, I want you to get up there, see if you got any kind of visibility. Have them do fire support either from the northern one or crossing the road to the other apartments.
Whenever you're ready.
And then from there, you can be able to do fire support. Once the fire support is in place, Squad 4 is in place with those MMGs. Squads 1 and 2 will move to the railroad tracks. It will throw smokes out, and then they'll assault from there. And meanwhile, Axe can cover the south. You can cross the road into the building, cross the way. Whatever you guys see fit, whatever terrain they give us. But we're all going to focus on the east. During the platoon briefing, I'm going to tell the guys, we've got 4 minutes, great. Let's just do platoon brief now so that we can get this going.
I can set up for a platoon brief. Already a different kind of assault from Expit. He's going to set up a base of fire and then push in from a concentrated area, mainly the east, with his full platoon, whereas Revy went for a two-pronged approach. The single flank push is definitely a lot easier to pull off just because you can mass your infantry into a concentrated area and it allows you to possibly break through. Whereas that two-pronged approach, it takes a lot of work to time it correctly. It takes a lot of, I guess, skill to read the map and time it correctly as command, and it's very difficult to pull off in my opinion, and I don't think it works out more than it doesn't, but I don't have any like hard numbers, but it seemed to do okay at first for Revy, so who knows. Maybe I'm just not a fan of the two-pronged attack. Expit is definitely going for a single flank though, and he's going to try and push in from the east. They're going to get set up for the platoon brief, and let's listen into how Expit decides to brief his guy.
All right, guys, welcome to round 2. Good job in round 1. But now the task is on us to actually get into the village and clear it effectively. You saw that they actually got chewed up pretty hard trying to get onto the village, and they put too much emphasis on contacts on the outside. So our plan is simple. Squads 1 and 2 are going to assault the apartment buildings to the north with the red helmets on them. Squad 3 is going to move to the west and get into the factories in Delta 6-3. Squad 4 is the weapon squad. Once 1 and 2 clear those apartments, they're going to set up their MMGs in the apartment buildings, see if they got any kind of sight line to the village. Squads 1 and 2 are going to bounce to the north. They're going to set up, and then they're going to set up in a position behind the railroad cars, smoke it off, and then the weapons team will open up, suppress the hell out of those buildings, and 1 and 2 will then get onto the rocks and then move on to the buildings. And in the meantime, Axe Gaming Squad 3 will then crush the south side and or fall in between 1 and 2 and keep the momentum going inside. A couple things I want to point out. You guys got a lot of HE. Each squad's got an RPG. Don't be afraid to shoot that in a doorway. Don't be afraid to use a grenade before you go ahead and breach any of these buildings. We also have breacher kits. The breacher charges are 20 seconds. Setting them on the outside of a building if you know there's contacts in there, and turn them into paste. Don't waste bullets and trying to clear corners. If you got a breacher in there, tell him to put his bag on the wall and get back and let the bag do the work. Don't clear buildings alone. Use buddy teams, fire teams. And once we get on the fence line, everybody slow down, take a breath, reload, gather up. Make sure that you got your buddy or your fire team with you, and then start the momentum again. Start moving building by building, one building at a time. We don't need to, be trying to crush 3 or 4 buildings at the same time. With fire support, grenades, and guys on the outside suppressing through the wood and keeping their vision down, that'd be awesome for the guys who are breaching. So don't be afraid to shoot at windows that don't have anybody in it. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one.
Go.
For Squad 4, are we behind Squad 1 and 2, like slowly moving forward and waiting for them to take the objective?
Yeah, once they're on the walls, Squad 4 is going to move up, and you're going to assist with the assault. Unless your position in the apartment buildings is good for suppression, then it'll stay there, and then another fire team will move up.
Roger.
If we run into contact between in the apartment buildings, plans will change, of course. But that's the basic plan. I just want you guys to remember: once we're on the fence lines and in the village, use your buddies, teamwork, use your HE. Slow it down a little bit. Talk to each other, just like they did. They worked really good in 2- and 3-man teams, as you saw. They were able to effectively push us back. So use the same kind of mental thought pattern. All right, we're out of here. Go.
Hoorah!
Good luck.
If you ND, I will publicly shame you.
Oh God.
Hello.
Is Sebi on our team?
I'm gonna say
hoorah.
It's Charlie. Charlie, just hold. Let Bravo get ahead.
All right, so you heard Expit's plan, and we are live, already moving. Makes my day when I get to watch your one live event. That's awesome, Steve Pyre. Glad to have you here live. Do I read my comments? Yes, Nunya, I do read the comments. Yeah, as Joel said, not during the brief. That's time for the time for you to listen. Or chance for you to listen to the platoon lead and sort of his plan, and any advice that he gives out to his platoon, as far as it goes to breaching, as somebody said, pointed out, good breaching advice. Expit is a very competent commander, and he's pretty solid at what he does. Not everybody's gonna take that to heart, and we're definitely gonna see people not push buildings as effectively as they could. But hey, the platoon lead did mention it, so it's not on him if they don't know how to clear a building. So off the bat, going for a extremely wide defense. We've got Red 4 on the east, Red 1 on the southwest, Red 3 taking charge of gas station, with Red 2 on the point proper. I like this positioning from Red 3. Hopefully it's not too far spread out between his two fire teams here, but it's in a great position to catch Blue as they are moving, if they can get set up in time, because Blue's about to move through this. No, they're not. They're not going to be in position to catch this. Oh, no. No, Trident's going to see this. Look out your window, Trident.
Yeah, Squad 4, you're probably going to have to occupy the one that one is in. The sight lines from here are too far for the fog to clear.
Copy, I took the one northeast of one as well. See if there's window facing.
Trident spotted this, I think. Yeah. Often do these events happen? Custom 42, these events happen every Wednesday, twice on Saturdays. The streamed events happen every Wednesday, twice on Saturdays. We also have events on Fridays and Sundays and Thursdays. Thursdays are mostly our SOTT events. But if you want to participate in these events, all you have to do is check us out at squadops.gg. And then check out the calendar. All of the events are in your local time. Soviet Doge is in a great position here to take out the flank of this, guys. Yeah. Check us out, squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up on the website, take our basic training course, which is on Thursdays, and then you can participate in any and all of our events. We stream almost all of the Wednesday and Saturday events, but like Friday, there are like firefights, which are smaller events with 2 squads apiece, and then Sundays are generally like postscriptum events and like mod tests and whatnot. So Axe Gaming spotted these guys of Fulcrum, Trident, Soviet Doge, and Crystal. Trident returning fire. Axe Gaming taking shots at Kumquat, Cyclone, and Dwarf. They're really good crossfire here. Crystal, Trident takes shots. Oh, nice frag route. So 1 of 4 go down. Trident's bleeding. Soviet Crystal is bleeding in his bandage.
Going down.
It's Army. Story just to the right face.
Expit is exposed. Where's Expit? Did I miss him? Expit's not. Oh wow! Look at this contact over here in the refinery area. A lot of Russians go down. Axe Gaming did not spot those guys on the east. They spotted somebody else.
There's no freaking name.
Update on kills: 3 for the Russians, 0 for the Proletarian Militia. Wait a minute. Can't be right.
Echo 6-1, copy.
A couple guys just died here. There's dead people here. Did they not get counted? We're not sure what happened there.
Yeah, keep them pinned.
But there's 3 down to 1.
Copy.
Who did I kill?
I think they're stalled for a little bit. I'm gonna continue to check out this firefight on Trident and Soviet Doge. A lot of Russians in this building. Frisco kid's got the angle here with the medium machine gun.
Alright, let's move.
This is the PKM, right? Somebody can correct me. I believe this is the PKM. So out of the 4 that were in this building, there's only 2 remaining, Trident and Soviet Doge. This is the machine gun firing from. Let me find you. Oh, they're all stopped firing, and they're starting to push up.
Yeah, they're pushing back onto point.
This has to be so tense for these guys. Like, they're clearing out this building here. Yeah.
Right, clear.
I'm on 3.
Let's listen to the local comms as they try and push.
I'm on 4. 4 is empty. I'm moving up to 5.
Hey, go, guys.
This is not a bad view, 3D.
Let's go.
Yeah, stay behind me.
We might have to clear that building, Chaplain, on our north. If so, I want you and Sled to be moving in. I want you to put a breaching charge bottom floor.
6 is open. 6 got an open door right side.
Copy. We're going in there. Going in there.
Yellow building. Yep. Yeah. Perfect. Keep it on. Just slow the fire.
Good local comms. I feel like I mention this every time I stream. Blue Russians is confusing, right, Planky?
I'm taking shots.
I generally do try and do things that sort of
they got
like.
a bead on the windows. I need to keep my
I don't know
head
if it makes sense, but just seem.
You're good. You're good.
Normal, I guess. The blue 4 that's on the team, or like the map has a blue 4 op 4. That's how they do it. Blue 4, red 4. And so I always try and go for the blue 4 of whatever the devs decided to do for that map. And right now it seems Pony decided Russian forces were blue 4, while the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia are red 4. And I'll generally do attackers as well, because they're gonna have the better communications or comms to listen to, because they're gonna be doing a lot more maneuvering and communicating as far as which direction they're moving, which direction they're headed, and how they want to.
Alright, keep it out of there.
To reinforce each other and whatnot. So Godzilla Pro and Julio are taking shots. Apprehends as well. Russian or militia forces finally returning fire onto these buildings. Looks like Karmika, Warface, Clay J, and Total War HQ stuck here for the time being. I don't know how much more they're going to be able to push out. Karmika's going to try and lay some fire down onto Kumquat Dwarf and Cyclone here, but not really gonna be able to get some accurate fire on. Not with the fog and what's he got? He's just a regular rifleman, so he's working with the iron sights. Anybody peeks though, he might be able to get anybody who comes on that top floor. Yeah, they're gonna continue pinging at him and just allowing everybody else to maneuver. Is anybody else maneuvering? And let's check out the rest of the Russian forces, or excuse me, militia forces as they move. So Blue 2 is going to move south and reinforce Blue 3 as they move west. I'd like to see Blue 1 fall back, or at least this fire team from Blue 1 fall back into a more hardened position, because this is it's super exposed. And if they decide to start putting either lats or concentrated machine gun fire into it, I don't think they're going to stand a chance. But they've got Red 4 holding the east, Red 1 holding the west. Red 2 holding point proper, and Red 3 going for a flank. They were over here in gas station, and now they're just going for a long flank. They're going to be out of the fight for about 10 minutes.
Go ahead, command.
Axe Gaming has gone down, leaving command to Clay J.
Can you move?
My Bravo fire team.
Oh no, excuse me. Axe Gaming is not in Clay J squad.
Free to move.
This is squad 3. We're down to 3 effective. 1 enemy last is down.
Alright, copy that. 3, just hold your position.
This is 3. Got pretty beat up trying to push through refinery, but it's allowing Blue 3 to push here. We'll watch them as they push into this. Actually, I want to go check out. They're gonna lat this, or they're gonna IED this building or demo charge this building. I want to catch that because it's a time demolition. That's what the demo kit is. Oh no, he went down. The demo guy down?
2.
Yeah. So, the Demolition Squad, or the Breacher Kit, I believe is what it's called, has a timed IED. It is not the IED like the Insurgents where you put it down and then you make the phone call and it blows up. What you do is you put it down and you have anywhere between 25 and 30 seconds. I don't know the exact number, but it's somewhere between 25 and 30 seconds before it explodes. And it's just what we have for our answer to the scout kit for the what are these called, like the major powers? I forget what the actual technical term for these guys, like the US, the British, the Russian forces.
I just saw a guy run into there. I don't see it. On what north?
The 4-story north.
But I believe OWI is adding in their own breacher kit, so we probably won't have this kit for much longer. Trident taking shots at Karmika, Clay J, Total War HQ, and Warface here. I like this. Look at this. Look at this crossfire here. Karmika gonna Right, missed the shots.
Okay, I have.
Copy 4.
Economic superpowers? I mean, I guess that's technically correct. But I don't think that was the word I was going to go for. I was thinking of, in terms of military forces, like, I believe these are, like irregular versus regular, I guess? Like, because the militia is an irregular military, right? Or an irregular fighting force? And, like, the insurgents, irregulars, I think they're what they would be called. But I'm not sure. I'm just...
Okay, do not...
Brighton is actually doing a lot of work holding this entire blue flank down.
I have an ammo bag for you, so just let me know.
I'll let you know.
Alright, you're good.
Go check out these guys in refinery. As one has pulled back. Red one has pulled back. Phoenix's squad.
Do you think?
Okay.
Do you think it's clear to the north?
Is that the call?
015.
Yeah, one guy holding back. What? He's holding back at least 15 people. Trident. He's preventing this entire cluster of blue from moving forward north. Obviously these guys they're gonna do work if they decide to push forward, but right now they don't have to do anything because Trident's doing it all on his own.
One is for sure gonna be an AR.
Is this? I think that was the right call for Phoenix to pull back. He was out there alone. There's no need in him holding the refinery. I think the MG4 is a PKP similar to the PKM. I always get like similar, I guess. Somebody has a PKM, I know that. Tried the MVP. Skeptic trying to lay fire down. Ooh, almost with that last shot. If it was a little higher, it might have been able to get the arc it needed. Skeptic trying to put fire onto Red One's flank on the southwest. But is that, are they trying to remain quiet or are they trying to draw attention to themselves? Karmakut's fire team pulls back. Blue One's fire team pulls back to the south. Gotta stop saying it's Karmakut's fire team. Karmakut's just a rifleman. He's a nobody in this op. He's not leadership. And they make it back. No casualties. Good fallback from there. I think ClayJ's the squad lead here. So far, good squad leading from ClayJ, maintaining control over his squad and keeping his guys alive. Good idea to fall back. Trident, out of that building. Did I miss him dying? Did the hero die? Where is he? He fell back? No. He's not there. Looks like Trident went down. Oh no. Yep. Trident didn't go down. No kills, but the time he killed. Maybe worth the time and the fact that they're forcing them to reposition and change up their entire plan, because remember XBit was going for a hard eastern push, and now that is 100% not gonna happen as they start to pull guys west. It looks like they're gonna try for a southwestern push over here with squad 2.
Squad 3, the northeast.
Rip Trident, lost but never forgotten. Trident, the real MVP.
That's why I didn't even call back last. I just fired that shit.
We took fire from directly north.
You're holding a rifle all funny.
On the intersection themselves, but they've definitely got eyes on it.
No.
Trident single-handedly rerouted the entire platoon. I don't know if single-handedly, but he definitely pulled more than his fair share of this this reroute. I don't think he'd have been able to hold off as effectively, or he wouldn't have been as confident in holding them off if he didn't have the Red 4 here watching his flank. Specifically this building, I think. I'm not sure where he went down. I'm sorry I missed the death. But Trident is down, but the entire blue platoon is now rerouting to the southwest. Let's go check out where they're going to push.
I'm thinking moving across where 3 is and collapsing on that most southern building as a rally.
Command, you still want 1 where 2 is, correct?
Yeah, Squad 1, I want you to basically hold up the rear security just in about 200 meters.
10 bucks over in that house.
Copy.
4, you can disengage unless
Oh,
you've
rocket.
got good eye lines in the village.
Yeah, Frankie won't let you. It won't let you send links and whatnot. That's something Nightbot prevents.
Sorry.
Don't have Nightbot 100% set up, but there's like the basics of Nightbot are definitely set up, and yeah, that's one of the things. Is
Yeah, bounce out of
no
there.
links.
Copy.
So this is squad 3, blue 3, down to 3 people, and they're sort of just holding the route that blue is trying to travel, making sure that there's no red gonna push south into this. Blue 4 is gonna continue to hold these buildings. Doesn't look like they're ready to fall back just yet.
Across to that building to my north.
We're moving south. Oh, those are the buildings. Oh, not bad.
Yeah, the
I
yellow.
honestly didn't even see them. Yeah. I just saw a guy peek that left.
They're all on the left one and the right one, I think.
I can. If he peeks one more time, I can get him.
He's gonna
peek one more time.
Rain Man, waiting for Rain Man to
range
peek
is like
here.
wonky, bro. It's like 175.
If he peeks one more time, fuck, he's not gonna peek.
Alright, copy that. Squad 1, I want you to go ahead and start moving.
I'll leave until Rain Man peeks.
Third story, or only one.
Through squad 3 to the north.
Yeah, third story, left side, right side window.
Assault Delta 6-6, copy.
Guy peeking that.
Yeah, copy that.
What
Squad
level?
1, move east.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
Third.
Oh!
Holy!
Squad
They're
1
peeking. You were peeking. So.
Almost took out Kuba or Sunny. I think it landed somewhere in between. You can probably still see the shot. No, it was aimed at Kuba.
Trash pit.
It was aimed at Kuba.
So I'm gonna reposition.
Yeah, you might want to reposition there, Kuba. Who took that shot? It was either... Let's see. It was Lord Chanka's Salt Crits or Senpai here. Looks like Lord Chanka was the one who took the shot, because I think it came from this angle. Good. Almost a good shot. Pretty close. Rest of blue is starting to fall back. Just peeling back. Rather than moving the whole platoon at a time, they're just bounding back. This is a great call.
Okay, copy that. Squad 1, that's contact in the buildings just north of you, and Delta 6-2.
Did I lose another guy here?
Copy Delta 6-2.
Yep, I would send a buddy team in there, clear that out.
So this is where they want to push. They want to push north from here and assault this building. This is where they want to push to get their foothold. Who's standing between them? They got Duke already in one of the buildings, and Abo's 7-med sort of watching the road. Not convinced of his positioning though. It's not even in the bush is the thing. Like if it was in the bush, maybe it'd be a little bit better. Well, maybe the tall grass covers him up. The cam dog gets taken shots at by ABO. Abo.
Yeah, maybe not. Fucking hell.
Where are you taking fire from?
Yeah, I just got fucked from across the road. They've got eyes on my position.
Alright, we'll smoke.
Maybe he is in the bush. Oh, I guess, yeah, he's kind of in the bush. Dual PKP LMG, and you'll see the built-in handle versus the PKM's loose handle that hangs off to the side mostly.
Command, where do you want 4's weapons team?
Let me go look at another. Who's got a PKM or a PKP?
I'm pushing the east building right here.
Right back here.
It is a medium machine gun. It's a pretty heavy asset, so not everybody's gonna have one.
Or someplace you can look right down this road, this open spot right here.
Alright, MG, get your bipod set. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Copy.
This is it right here.
Alright, 2, I like it. I want you to hold there.
Not really. I guess it's not a wooden handle. It's not a loose handle either.
There's contact in the building directly to your east.
It's like a built-in metal handle, looks like.
Hey Joe, come here.
Who did they take shots at? They took shots at ABO 7-med. Nice little building here for them to hold up, and a lot of windows. So hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them in the ass if it lat ties to take a shot at them. But and the windows work in their favor to peek as well.
Where Hamdog is, go move a fire team over there. Or otherwise,
Ooh, 2 has moved up.
whichever direction you go, smoke.
Great movement here. They snuck up here. I don't think they shot at all. I really like the trigger discipline from who's this? Blue 2, led by Lex Ryan.
That's past the building.
Good trigger discipline. I don't think there's really anybody to stop them from watching, which is probably why they didn't need to shoot. Where do they move from here, though? Do they move to these bits of farmhouse here? Or do they move a little further north and start trying to take actual buildings proper?
Mine security.
Command, I can start having my.
For now, two's gonna hold their position. Ooh, they're starting to bound people across the street. Storm, Karmako, Warface, moving.
Got up.
They're gonna nade and push.
Oh, that was close.
Good frag.
Yeah, one's
Yes,
breaching that
spacing,
building.
spacing.
Friendly's on the other side of the hill.
They're gonna start pushing. I don't know if that was coordinated between the two squads. That was a rip. Oh, Stalker Delano goes down to Max, it looks like. Either Max or King Sam and Fish God, but I believe Max took the shots. But Wayne Noon and King Sam and Fish God looking at the rest of the squad too as they start to try and cross through that field.
Hey, it's me. It's friendlies over this defilade. Watch out.
Total War HQ goes down to 7 med.
Come right to us. Come right to us. Do not spread out to our east.
Space out.
If the problem is we have no visibility from the windows around this corner, so we have to smoke this all off. Actually, can you put a rocket in this house?
Smokes to the front. Smokes to the
Or-
front.
If maybe you can put a rocket in this house, that'd be.
Smoke ready. I used all my
Fantastic.
rockets.
Oh, you did.
Godzilla,
Okay.
you can get eyes northeast.
Yeah, do not. I'm gonna throw smoke
Do
over
not
here.
peek. Oh, be very, very careful. Hey, smokes northeast.
Good comms right now. Really solid local comms. Frost goes down to King Sam and Fish God. I like the aggression here, and I like the positioning of him. He just didn't have the support from the rest of his guys. Maybe he pushed up a little too soon. I'm not sure. And the wooden building was more concealed than anything, but I definitely agree with his positioning there. He just needed more guys around him. This is going to be a tough push for the Russians, as we saw last round. Update on kills: 13 for the Russians, 9 for the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia Forces. I believe Russians are up, people?
For your northwest.
Russians are up, people, and they've got more infantry concentrated, whereas last time we saw Revi really split up between the southwest and the northeast. A bulk of the Russian forces are right here on the south. Good smokes, they just need to utilize them. And Karmacut and Warface are. Storm and Expert as well. Utilize the smokes. You have them, they're there, they're blocking line of sight. Push through it, get up into a building with some hard cover. That's exactly what they're doing. They're pushing with grenades. Good grenade though. Like, lead with your assets. Use your grenade, because if you go down holding your grenade, well, I mean, you're no good to anybody.
I'm going.
And they've got ammo bearers as well. I believe they do have ammo bearers. So let me double check Russian loadouts for the flower option. They do not get an ammo bearer, so they're stuck with the fire team lead kit has 50 ammo per kit, so they don't have as much ammo as the ammo bearer, but it's still something. Frag out. Oh no, those are smokes. More smokes. That's what they're using their ammo for. Bybee and Skeptic here pushing into not an assist behind Psycho Sniper, clear out the building. Really solid push from Squad 2 here on the west. They're starting to encircle. They're starting to make some progress. Red 3 has fallen back from this position, moving west to reinforce the point proper. Red 4 is moving south to looks like they're going for a flank. Hopefully Red 4 can pick up the pace, because they're going to be pretty out of it for the time being. Hopefully the Red forces can hold Fordorf to do his flank.
So you need to try to push up. We're losing momentum here.
Alright, it's all you.
What can they see? Look how difficult it is to see anything. We can see through buildings and everything. Like, they can't see anything. Every time they peek out, they're just seeing dust pop up and tracers fly around them. It's gotta be so intense for these guys.
I need more smoke.
Copy. I need a just follow one here. 4, do you think you can go
Command down? Command is down. Like, Haven't heard expert in a minute. Man is down. Where did he probably went down over. Oh, he probably went down in here because I saw him get in here. So he went down somewhere over here.
I'm gonna do this. Take the corner that I'm on right now, put fire down the road. I'm gonna get to the opposite side of the road, prone, and crawl up to that building, okay?
Which
Just cover
building?
me, alright? I'm gonna crawl up to that first building on the left across the road, alright?
Yep.
Give me fire, put fire on the corner, put fire on the corner.
I need to get Godzilla, fire northwest.
He's running.
Northwest.
Fucking surprise!
Gotta reload.
Karma made it. That's fire and maneuver, right? Suppress and move. Karma's gonna now try and crawl his way up there. He probably should have asked for one more person to go with him. Looks like Warface did go down though. Are individuals allowed to stream the events? No, basic plan. Individuals are not allowed to stream the events. You are allowed to record the events if you are in them and put them on your personal YouTube if you like. But the streaming is more down. Is strictly squad ops. We are working on getting our multicam servers or streams back up in action so that way you can see the individual POVs. But I'm just lacking commentators right now, and as soon as I get some more trained up and get to go, you will definitely see the return of the multicam stream. Pretty saturated in this building, mostly because it's the only hard cover for a little bit for these blue team. They're gonna start to push. Yeah, I'd like to see them get out of there. And Termy's, before I even get to say that, Termy's gonna start to push out, be aggressive, keep up this fire. Blue 2's done a lot of work on this flank. Blue 4 swung in behind him. I like that a lot. They're not gonna try and push in from where 1 is. Let's go check out Karma Cut Die here as he tries to push into this building. Who do you think's gonna get the better, Karma Cut or Max? Wow, how did Hamdog get all the way over here? What is this? Where did this happen? This is squad 1, right? Yeah, this or squad 3. This was Axis squad. The people that were only 3. Oh no! Oh no! They can't land the shots. They're landing the shots.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Oh no! Hamdog goes down. The sound isn't working in squad. I can't figure out why. Did you plug in your headphones or something? Did you change your audio settings after you had squad loaded? Because that might be an issue. You might just need to restart squad. That'll generally fix the most basic of problems. Other than that, that's the limit of my experience.
That's all I can really do.
Update on kills: 17 for the Russians, 15 for the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia. Russians are up in kills, but in positioning, let's give the board an analysis. The bulk of Russian forces or militia forces on the east holding the point proper. They've got the flank who's finally getting there, but there's nobody to flank. They need to continue west to try and flank, and they're gonna try for a western push rather than that eastern push. Who's got the advantage here? The defender's advantage of these buildings, I say, is nullified because they're wooden, so it's not like it's hard cover that they can hide behind. So it's really gonna be positioning and who can shoot better, really. Right? I feel like this has been is just people who've been able to aim and fire just amazingly. Are able to dictate the movement of the attackers, or I guess defenders. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, I answered it. You're not allowed to stream the event if you are participating in it, but you are allowed to record it and upload it to your own YouTube if you wanted. We do have a multicam stream, and we are working on bringing it back. About a year ago. Wow, it's actually been I've been around Squad Ops for a while. About a year ago, we did have a consistent multicam stream where I was commentating a lot with multicam, where I had a mixer, where we'd have 2 commentators and about 9 extra cameras to have the individual POV. And I 100% want to bring that back. I just need the commentators to do it, or I guess mixers, but mixers is a little trickier. Max taking shots from Bybee, Lex Ryan, and Skeptic, it looks like, and Max is just gonna hide. Russians are really taking cover and fire to heart, and I love it. They are not afraid to just put rounds downrange and start pinging at buildings and not allowing anybody to peek or move or feel safe.
Not seeing any southeast, so I do have contact in 35.
Heads up.
Okay, I got engaged somewhere.
Sounds good.
He's from 140-ish.
One's gonna push once you're in position for.
We can keep moving east along these buildings.
The contacts in the compound.
4 is moving. They've picked up the pace. 4 is almost full sprint, I feel. Red 4, I should say. Almost full sprint as they try and push up to the south of Blue 1. Is it going to be a good flank? Anybody in position to counter? Somebody looking southeast.
Just go around the left side of the
Clay J's maintaining.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Oh, Dwarf taking shots at Clay J.
Close.
Contact south 1.
South.
It's the flank blown. Let's hopefully they can maintain the aggression.
Miss.
Grenades. It's just grenades on grenades. Just toss all your nades here, and they'll overwhelm blue team here, I think. Are there save streams with the multicam? Yes, there are. Frankie, check us out. Check out the YouTube page, not Twitch. Twitch only saves like the past 30 days or 14 days, I believe. But we do have them on YouTube. YouTube.com/SquadOps.
Southwest. Shots coming from the rock.
Enemies are rotating around to southwest.
Good grenade. Really good grenade. Takes out 2. Was that a grenade or was that a frag? I'm fairly certain it was a grenade.
Anybody else still up? No, so. How about, Right, okay, we're getting
Dwarf's gonna push these guys really hard now. Apprehends and Julio are basically gonna soak up this flank and prevent them from moving. Moneyman goes down. Must have got taken out while he was posted up. Bybee goes down to Alpha Guido. Yeah, Bybee goes down to Alpha Guido. Lex Ryan trying to peek through
the
a
radio's in the
fence.
same building as last time. Radio's in the same building as last time.
Check out this northern flank. Ooh, somebody goes down to a frag. Sled V goes down to a frag.
Contact my east.
WV gonna try and toss frags into somewhere? I guess you thought they were on the outside. Oh, I guess they were on the outside. There's a lot of guys on the outside.
Oh shit, they're right outside.
I got you covered as hell.
Frisco and Bushy Kid trying to peek the same window, but this is a wooden wall. It's just asking to both go down.
Suppressing fire.
Frisco Kid is in the way. There he goes, getting him to move. Max goes down to Termy, looks like. Termy's going to push this building with Alpha Guido very aggressively. Good covering fire from the rest of the platoon. Alpha Guido's going to get Termy as he tries to run. Termy just... What's the call here? Termy goes down. He tried to move away from the fire, and it just put him more in a line of sight for Alpha Guido.
He planted it, so as soon as it blows...
IED. Oh, that's what went down. Put down the IED. Good IED. Termy did get his IED down. Clears out the building.
I'm in. Going in. Bro, that's east.
It's not in here.
Hey, Bushy, I need you looking east. There's a saw to the east.
Roger.
Who's that saw to the east?
I have a...
Boomer? Boomer the saw? Yeah, looks like it. He's holding a pistol. Pushing in here.
I don't think. All right. Shit. All right.
Yeah,
can you
you're
do
kind
the
of.
window.
Watch that window. Watch that window.
Thanks.
Okay, he's down the road. I think where the last people were last time. I think they're near that building.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, you know, where Boogie and Alpha were at the end.
Start flanking buildings
I'll
on the
take
west
point.
side here. Or on the east side, sorry.
Won't argue with you there.
I don't think of the radio yet. We thought it was in this building, but it's not, unless it got blown up by the ID.
Copy.
I think 4 would probably push on them.
You think it's farther east?
Bushy Church goes down to 7 med.
Direct east. Yeah, direct east in that 2-story. Upper left-hand window. Okay, I'm in from this position.
Yeah, I don't see it from here.
What he was talking about. Rain Man and or
yeah, you might
Londar.
want to move west and northeast.
Or and or Boogeyman.
Red building.
Rain Man and Boogeyman, is that planned? Are they planning on hanging out with each other? I feel like they're working together. They're the same person. Kuba's on a eastern. They're finally getting their eastern flank they wanted. Sebi V and Kuba, the only ones able to push from the east, though. Kuba versus HMN QL.
Copy. Copy.
Update on kills: 25 for the Russians, 27 for the Proletarian Revolutionary Militia. Looks like that defender's advantage really starting to take effect as they're not able to push through these last couple buildings. In every building they do take, they're taking a lot of casualties, which is expected. They are assaulting, but it's just a little too much for the Russians. Get an actual update on kills. I see, or real numbers remain. I see 5 blues, so 5 Russians versus 8? Is that, yeah? 8 or 9 militia. HML versus HML, right? This just seems like HML with extra steps. HMNQL goes down to Sebi V. Kuba's gonna try and push north. That I couldn't commentate. Yeah, Efink, where are you? Huh? Efink was one of the people who are going to get trained up to commentate, so everybody peer pressure him into commentating. So that way we can get the multicam stream back up and going.
Saw him, we might gotten him, unconfirmed.
Moves low and slow with Sebi V here. Kuba. What do you think Kuba's positioning here? It's actually really nice, I think, to lay down fire into this building. Wow! Takes out Londarts. Did he take out anybody else? Londarts went down. That was... What? Was that like through some buildings or something? Or did he go down to something else? Lex Ryan, maybe? Okay, it was possibly Lex Ryan. No? I think Londarts really just got bullet pinned through like 3 walls.
There's a squad leader. It might be the radio.
Oh, that's rough.
Radio's at,
so let's get an update on command structure wise, who's still up. So for the Russians, they've got original squad lead. So the command structure is pretty 50% up for the militia, or the Russians, even though they're down to 5 people. As far as Russians, the militia go, they still have their command and 2 of their original squad leads up. So there's about even as far as the command structure goes, with the militia having their commander while the Russians do not.
Delta 694, east of you, north of me.
Copy.
There's one in the 2-star red and then one in the where I'm at exactly.
Rain Man goes down to Kuba. Kuba's just mowing stuff down. He's got the MMG. No, he's got the regular automatic rifle. Very mobile, and his position has been on point so far. Just playing a lot of Apex there for you, Kuba. He's just constantly getting on the flanks, constantly maneuvering.
The remainder of the contact is pretty much going to be
They had no idea where it came from.
Southeast of you, pretty much.
Copy.
Heavy V is hurt. Probably from Liberal Pundit as he passed this window. No. He tried to peek. Pipe Funk. Sebi V versus Pipe Funk. Pipe Funk sees him. Sebi V's got the lesser health, so Sebi V needs to land a headshot here, or Pipe Funk's gonna win out. Bragg.
They're on the
Ooh.
east side and west side.
Too far? Is it over the fence? It is over the fence.
Watch your nades. You're throwing them towards us. Yeah, I think that's still throwing them.
Copy. I think there's a squad leader in that green building between us.
Yeah.
Kuba is the big bad wolf showing why you should build your house out of bricks.
I got one in here.
That is great. I love that. that was nice. I like that.
One more in here.
Basic
One more in
plant.
here, Kuba.
Did you see when Karma went down, Flanky Frankie? I did not. Did I see when Karma went down? I might have. Duke goes down to Sebi V. 29 to 28 for the Proletarian Militia Forces. Alpha Guido diving on Sebi V. May go down to Kuba here. I don't think he meant to actually... I don't think he actually meant to vault over that. But it works out for him in the end. So let's get a 2? 2? What? Where did the rest of the militia go? They're down to 2 versus 3. It is anybody's game right now. Right now, the militia Russians are in the driver's seat because the militia were forced away from their fob. This is not the objective. Killing them is not the objective. The end goal, I guess it is, but this right here is the objective. Taking down this fob, and as long as they're out of the fob, Lex Ryan and Alpha Guido have a shootout. Lex Ryan wins out. Pipe Funk, last one remaining.
Push up to red when you can. Moving.
3 versus 1.
Ready to clear?
Stay on red.
Do it.
Because he's the last one remaining.
I got right.
We're inside.
To clear the fob, they're gonna complete their objective. Kuba's gonna see Pipe Funk here, I think.
Alright, get up here.
We're gonna dig the...
I'm digging.
Kuba's getting shot at by Pipe Funk. Pipe Funk has no idea exactly where it is, but he knows the general area. Where's he at? Lost him. There he is.
I'm covering south.
Trying to remaneuver. Can he do this? Can he clutch? Technically, the Russians will complete their objective, but can the militia win out and eliminate all of the Russians? It's gonna be Pipe Funk versus Kuba right now. Actually, I think Lex Ryan spotted Pipe Funk, but I can't be 100%. I didn't see any dust flap around Pipe Funk right now.
Alright, radio's destroyed.
Okay. Militia now on the offense. Russians now just have to hold their position and defend while the militia have to push.
Alright, gentlemen, good work. Let's hold what we got.
He's on me, southeast. I can hear him crawling. Southeast.
Southeast, copy. I've got you covered.
Copy.
Oh, what a one-tap by Pipe Funk. Lex Ryan goes down. Wow. He just needs 2 more like that. What do you think? Do you push in or do you go around?
Two-story. Yep, he's second floor of this two-story. I can hear him.
I'm not gonna peek.
I'm not gonna peek. I'm not gonna do that.
Do you have a nade?
I don't.
I'm actually poached. I can't do anything. I have no ammo, by the way. I have 1 red mag. That's it.
They have to
Oh, I just...
though, right?
I'm okay, I'm fucking...
Pipe Funk's got a bandage.
Teach me how to shoot, dude. They should have a SOT for shooting. I can't even... This guy. I just saw him. I missed. I actually can't kill him.
Is he in the window?
Yeah, he's in the window. Left side, he's prone. Like, he's bandaging. Oh my god, I'm gonna push him.
Oh no.
Actually? You got him?
Ooh, he's in now a really bad position now, Pipe Funk.
Hold on, can I...
I like the idea. Good attempt, Kubo. It's a wooden floor, so he just lit up the floor hoping he'd get him. It was his last red mag. He's down to pistols.
Oh, I just threw smoke under... What? He's up here. He's throwing smoke under the floor, dude. What a chat. What a chat, dude.
I don't think he meant to... It wasn't supposed to go under the floor. He wanted it to go forward here to block the stairs and the thing. That's just an unfortunate glitch. Can you hear Op 4 for proximity comms or just your own team? Just your own team.
Okay, I'm on my last
Squad doesn't, the developers, OWI, do not want... Ooh, gonna push.
Alright.
I think he's moving me? Yeah, he's pushing me.
Takes out Kuba. 1v1 now. Ooh, boy, Pipe Funk. Can he clutch your kick, Pipe Funk? Can he clutch it? But OWI doesn't want, because the thing with this kind of game is if you made voice comms proximity based to hear the other team, people are just going to start using Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever, and they don't want that. They want people to keep using the in-game because they're really good. Pipe Funk goes down to Skeptic. Skeptic had the angle and he was set up at the bipod. Really nice spot for him to hold in. And Pipe Funk almost had it. Almost. He got a good one tap, and then he took out Kuba. And it came down to the last man. Skeptic wins it for the Russians. Boys. Great job to both teams. Both teams did a amazing job in their maneuvering and in their command styles.
Thanks. Yeah,
Brevi,
a lot of fun, guys.
second time commanding, and he did a great job. Still a lot to learn, but I mean, the only way to get better is to continue to do it. His plans are great. He's very thought out when it comes to his plans. It might just be the reaction, I guess, or the ability to change his plans on the fly that might be his issue right now. But I mean, he's going to continue to do it. He's going to continue to get better. And if you guys are interested in participating in these events, check us out at squadops.gg. All you have to do is take our basic training course, and then you can participate in any and all of our Squad Ops events. I was your commentator for this evening, Shadowed Ritual. We will be back on Saturday for another set of Squad Ops events, and until then, we will catch you later.